It's time for all the action of Rockmart High School girls softball. Brought to you by John Purser Allstate, Mary Miller Insurance, and the Nathan Dean Agency. And now to the play-by-play action of Rockmart High School girls softball.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a very warm Rockmart High School where the temperature is 93 degrees here at Lady Jackets softball field with today's contest between your undefeated Lady Jackets at 8-0, 3-0 in region play, and the 0-1 model Lady Blue Devils. Robert, good to have you here.
Well, good to be here. I tell you what, it's the team we thought we were going to see, and plenty of backup. They've been playing well. I don't think they've even played their best yet. And that's the whole idea, Jeff, is to take it to late in the season and play your best. But they're playing good ball.
Yeah, Lady Jackets already played 8 softball games. They had 4 this weekend in a big tournament up at Ringgold in the LFO tournament where had some tough competition. They took on 2 3A schools in Coahulla Creek and Ringgold, defeated both of those, and also defeated the number 3 team in the state last year in 4A was Marist, and then beat a 7A North for South after coming from behind in a big bottom of the 5th bases loaded blast by Caroline Connery, and they loaded the bases, bring her up, and then the first pitch was right down the middle, and she hit it over the center fielder's head, and with only 1 out, the run scored easily. Final score was 9-8 there to stay undefeated. But the Lady Jackets scoring 8.5 runs a game, only allowing just under 3 right now. So with this weekend, kind of the ladies' ERA went up a little bit, but they're playing some tough competition, and that's going to happen.
Well, I think he was really wanting to see where his team is at this season, beginning of the season, to see what adjustments he needs to make. But, after that, well, that's kind of scary, Coach. I mean, he had girls had a great weekend, and he can't be any prouder. There's no way how they played up there.
Yeah, they had a really tough schedule also. They played 7 games in 5 days, starting with the game Tuesday where they went to Coosa, won it 20-0. They had a tough game here with our Murchie, with a 2-0 win, as Emily Lovelace pitched a great game there. Then they went up to Dade County, 2-hour ride up to Dade County, where Emily pitched once again and got the win of 6-3. And Dade County, looking at their team out there, they only replaced 2 players from last year that finished second in the region. So a very tough Dade County team. And then 2 straight days of an hour and a half, hour and 45-minute trip up to Ringgold and back. And so I'm sure those ladies got tired of the bus. They're glad to have. They've got 2 home games here today, here once again Thursday as Chattooga comes in, the only other undefeated team in the region. They're 1-0. They've had a couple of tournament games, but only 1 region game. So we'll find out Thursday how Chattooga is. And in regular season play last year, that was the only loss the Lady Jackets had.
Well, I think you're right. They're definitely glad to be home. You're in front of your home crowd, which, you might as well say we have a home crowd on the road because we travel very well for these Lady Yellow Jackets. But it is always nice to play at home and where you can get back in your own bed earlier and have your own hitting facility. So, yeah, we're excited about this week, and Thursday will definitely be a very good game.
Yeah, and let's not forget Wednesday, the JV team actually goes on the road to Woodland. So, even though it's on the road, it's only 20 minutes up the road. So the JV is going to play there, and that's the only 3 games on the schedule this week and until next week. So Thursday we'll talk about that a little bit more.
Well, all I can say, folks, is we talked about this last year at the end of the season and the beginning of the season, how good we thought we would be, and these girls are proving that they're just as good as we thought. So hopefully we can finish this week out strong and keep them going.
So we've got the coaches meeting going on right now, and as soon as they start up the national anthem, we'll take a 2-minute break. But we're going a couple other things going on. Just to remind you what's going on at Rockmart High School, we've got Lady Jacket softball today, and once again 5:30 Thursday as the Chattooga Lady Indians come in. And then Thursday night at 7:30, after the softball game, the coaches show live from Knuckleheads. So we'll have it. And Friday, an early start for football as the Piedmont Bulldogs, winners of 30 in a row, 2 straight state championships in 3A for Alabama. They'll come into Cedartown, and the Jackets will play them at 5:30. That's a 5:30 kickoff for Rockmart and Piedmont. And Mark Lumpkin said earlier, 5:15, they'll be on the air with the pregame.
Well, and they're just looking for a defeat, so we might as well go ahead and hand it to them. because our boys are getting better. We're still making some mistakes, and the coaching staff's going to take care of, and that would be ideal.
Well, and I think the biggest takeaway from this past Friday against Cedartown is the kids didn't give up. Several times they got down by 2 scores or more, and they came back within a touchdown and had a chance to win at the end as we had the ball with about 2 minutes to go and just couldn't drive the length of the field to put it in the end zone and at least have a chance to tie it up.
Yeah, I was at home hill and listening to you on the radio, and you're right, it did not sound like they gave up, and they even had more opportunities at the end to come back and win it, but it's tough at Cedartown, any way you look at it.
Yeah, and let's not forget, Cedartown's a 4A team now.
That's correct.
So, and you look out there, there's, they've got some good-sized boys, but the biggest thing, and Brian and I talked about this on the scoreboard show, the biggest thing that I was amazed with, no cramps. Maybe one player that came off the field with a cramp for both teams. And at this time of year, with this type of heat, you see cramps in football players all the time.
Yes, most definitely. That's huge. I did not know about that. And you're right. So they're well conditioned.
So now the Lady Jackets being introduced. Camber Stanley, your leadoff batter in center field. Kelsey Elrod, the senior, at shortstop. Emily Lovelace pitching today is a junior. Caroline Conring is pitching. She's a sophomore. Carly is catching. Carly Graham, a sophomore, at first base. Taylor Camp, the senior catcher, is going to have a day off today after a big weekend, and she's going to be the designated player. She'll be hitting for the second baseman, sophomore Anna Lewis. The junior, Emily Malding, at third base. The senior, Kelsey Motes, in left field, and a sophomore right fielder, Emma Evans. And it seems like every time I'm turning around, it's either a junior or a sophomore.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
So we're getting ready for the national anthem here. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be right back for the first pitch.
Four Seasons Landscaping. This company has been in business for 20 years and takes pride in their work. If you have an upcoming project, give Tyson or Rodney a call at 770-778-4347. That's Four Seasons Landscaping. Let these guys make your landscaping project a reality.
Looking for a new, quality zero-turn mower? The Bobcat CRZ gives you professional mowing performance with a residential price tag, starting at just $39.99. And backed by our 5-year or 500-hour Mow with Confidence limited warranty, the CRZ will let you get the job done fast and done right. Built with the legendary Bobcat quality of cut, durability, and ease of ownership. See your Bobcat Mowers dealer today and mow like a pro.
All-Star Power Equipment, 4186 Rome Highway, Aragon, Georgia. Call them at 770-684-7176.
In 1903, the first automobile to cross the United States was fitted with BF Goodrich tires. And 114 years later, we're still giving you the freedom to drive where you want to go. Between August 23rd and September 12th, get a $50 reward card after submission with purchase of 4 new BF Goodrich passenger or light truck tires.
McNabb Tire and Wheel, 522 Goodyear Street, Rockmart. Phone 770-684-5067 today.
See bfgoodrichtires.com/promo for details. Offer expires 9/12/17. Void where prohibited.
Back at the Rock, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem is now over with, and we're getting ready to play ball. Jeff?
Yeah, Emily Lovelace in the circle, the junior pitcher, coming off of big weekend where she only had, out of the 4 games they played, she only had to throw 1 game. So, being up there with them, keeping game changer, so then everybody at home, able to keep up with the game as the Lady Jackets are on the road. Coach Luke mentioned to me, he said, how often is it you get 3 games without having to throw Lovelace? And he's talking, with the pitching staff he has right now, he's got 6 girls throwing. He's got 2 juniors, 3 sophomores, and a freshman that are throwing his games right now.
Well, that's extremely good for our team, and she's still a young lady, and we've got a lot more games going to be out of her, but she's going to be there for a lot of the tight spots, and it's going to be nice to have people that can back her up.
Yeah, and that was one of the most important things last year that Coach Luke talked about, making it down to Columbus, that he's got to have a little bit more faith in some of his younger pitchers, and you're seeing here early in the year that he's already doing that.
Yeah, and it's, you know, hey, he's 8-0. He's played some very good teams, and he's pitched these girls against some good teams as well. So there goes the throw down to second base. It was a nice throw, and we're getting ready for action.
Second baseman Kaylee Carney is going to be the leadoff batter for the Lady Blue Devils of Model. Taking you around the horn, Carly Graham at first, Anna Lewis at second, Kelsey Elrod at short, and Emily Malding at third. Left to right, Kelsey Moats, Cambry Stanley, and Emma Evans, as Loveless with the first pitch misses low and away.
Now she's ready for her second pitch, getting her signs.
There's a called strike. Thigh high right down the middle.
This field looks a lot different than last week after it rained. I know they spent a lot of time on this weekend, but it looks much better.
Yeah, Coach Lou and several others putting a lot of time in trying to get this field to where it's going to drain and play very well for these Lady Jackets. 2-1-1 pitch misses low once again. 2 balls, 1 strike to Carney, leadoff batter for the Lady Blue Devils.
Takes her signs. They're taking a little bit longer on signs, but here's the pitch.
There's a line drive over Graham's head, but it's foul. Emma Evans going down in the corner to retrieve it. So a little bit tardy on that swing with the fastball from Loveless.
Yeah, she didn't know if she wanted it or not, but it was right down the middle.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Loveless taking her sign from the sophomore catcher, Caroline Connering, today. Connering sets up on the outer corner. Another line drive down the first base line, just foul.
I think we know where we need to play her. Play her to the right.
Yeah, it looks like she's going to be a little bit tardy and may want to look, maybe not a changeup, but maybe a screwball inside till it's gone out away from her both the last 2 pitches. And there it is, right in on the hands, right back to Loveless. She feels it, makes a throw to Graham for the first out of the game.
Very nice play. When Loveless made that pitch, she was set up perfectly for that ball with both her feet in front of her, looking straight at the ball, charged it, made a good throw.
Third baseman Madison Leonard, right-handed batter, stepping in now for the Lady Blue Devils. 1 out here in the top of the first. We want to thank all our sponsors for allowing Robert and myself to be here to bring you Lady Jacket Softball. If you'd like to sponsor Lady Jacket Softball, the Yellow Jacket football team, the coaches show, get a hold of Mark Garrett, Mark Lunkin. They'll hook you up with a spot and let you know how much that's going to be. And we've got a lot of people. I see sponsors here in the stands now. First pitch bounces in to Leonard for ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch misses high and away, ball 2.
Yeah, see, that one got away from her right there. I think she'll come right back down the middle right here on this one with the defense she's got behind her.
The 2-0 pitch from Loveless. That ball's fouled off into the Model dugout. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Looks like they're playing a small game of duck, goose. And they all ducked, and thank goodness nobody was the goose.
Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed.
Some nice pitch right there.
So it looked like she took a little bit off of that, and it had a little bit of rise to it, and she swung right under it. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to the number 2 batter for the Lady Blue Devils here in the top of the first. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed at a rise ball.
Yeah, that ball went up high. The girl just chased it. And good pitch, good location.
So 2 outs. That brings up the center fielder, Jordan Holtzendorf.
So help me out here, Jeff. I've noticed a lot of these girls swing the bat around, let them hit on their back really hard. That hurts me every time it hits them. How does that not hurt them?
I think they've got calluses built up back there where they hit themselves all the time.
It hurts.
So changeup floats in for a called strike, as that one caught Holtzendorf off guard. But Yeah, if you look, all the girls do it. It doesn't matter which team. That ball inside, fouled off. 0-2 now on Holzendorf.
That was coming back to see us.
It's a good thing we got this nice little netting right here.
That's right. There's a little hole right there, though. I need to watch out for that. It's in front of Miss Tanya's face. Yeah, that could be bad. The shoe takes care of it. Yep.
The 0-2 pitch. Rise ball gets away just a little bit.
Just a little high.
So, yeah, good thing that net's there. We don't need you moving too quickly still. Yeah, a little ginger still.
I don't think that's going to happen anyway. Standing up for the national anthem about killed me. I thought you were going to call me somebody from an NFL team. Thank goodness I won't mention no names. I believe you need to stand for that.
1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed as Lovelace retires aside. 3 up, 3 down with 2 strikeouts. And at the end of half an inning, no score here at Lady Jacket softball field.
Harrelson Termite can help you get a handle on your uninvited invaders before they take over. They have over 100 years of termite and pest control experience and are the largest pest control company in Polk County. Give them a call today for a termite inspection. That's Harrelson Termite, 1012 Cedartown Highway in Rockmart. Call them today to schedule an appointment, 770-684-1488.
It's here, Rockmart. Silver Comet Furniture on Highway 278 in Rockmart is now open for business. They have sofa tables starting at $149, dinette starting at $199. Tons of new upholstery coming, including power reclining seats. They carry Simmons, Beauty Rest, and Jameson mattresses with adjustable bases. Free delivery inside of 50 miles. That's Silver Comet Furniture, Highway 278 in Rockmart.
Back at Rockmart High School, Jeff Sharp, Robert Torline. The Lady Jackets coming to bat here in the bottom of the first. Cambry Stanley, Kelsey Elrod, and Emily Lovelace coming to bat. And Robert, this weekend, big hitting. Emily Lovelace got on track. Her average is way up over 500. Cambry Stanley right at 600. And Kelsey Elrod was 0 for the year going into the tournament, and she had some huge hits. I believe in the 4 games she had a total of 5 hits. But her average is at 286, so the senior shortstop's really coming around.
Well, that had to frustrate her because she's a very good athlete, very good softball player. So that's helping her get back online, and that's good news there for the Lady Yellow Jackets.
So pitcher McKinley Klink taking her warm-up pitches, and the catcher Morrison gets the throwdown. And the left-handed batter, Stanley, coming to the plate here in the bottom of the first.
She walks up there like she means business, Jeff. I think this ball is going to go right past the second baseman. That's not Babe Ruth, but not home run, but it's going to be a shot.
First pitch from Klink. Misses high and away. Ball 1 to Stanley.
I guess I won't play the lottery tonight because I was wrong.
Wait, she hasn't hit it yet. That's true. And the 1-0 pitch, low and outside, ball 2.
See, they're afraid to pitch to her, but they're afraid for her to get on base, too. Wow, that's amazing.
Well, if anybody knows, they know if she's on base, she's probably going to come in and score. And there's a bunt attempt and rolls foul. So 2 balls, 1 strike now on Stanley.
Probably would have been ball 3, but still, she made a good attempt at it.
We want to thank 4 Seasons Lawn Care McNabb Tire for sponsoring today's Lady Jacket softball game as that ball pitch in the right-handed batter's box for the left-handed hitting Stanley. So 3 balls, 1 strike is now the count for Cambry Stanley.
Stands in there ready to go. Let's see what happens here.
3-1 pitch. That pitch is low, so ball 4. So, Robert, we'll never know what she would have done with 1.
No, we sure won't, but we know what she's going to do now.
Yeah. Here comes senior shortstop Kelsey Elrod stepping in. Cambry Stanley at first base. On-deck batter Emily Lovelace. So the top of the Lady Jackets order filled with a lot of speed and power. Stanley takes off on the pitch, and
this is nothing negative, okay? Because the catcher's a very good catcher. But before she got the ball out of her hand, she was 3 steps away from second base. That's how quick this young lady is.
Camry slides in safely with her 14th stolen base on the year. And a rise ball from Klink swung on and missed by Elrod. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and now to Kelsey Elrod.
Third base is not playing up like you usually would see here, but
there's next pitch inside, fouled off. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Coach Luke showed his age right there. He usually catches those foul balls, but he let it go through. Coach. He probably won't listen to his recordings anyway.
No. So the 1-2 pitch. There's a line drive out to center field. Gets by the center fielder, rolls to the fence. Stanley scores standing up. And Elrod with a stand-up double as she hit that ball hard right over the shortstop's head.
She hit that as a shot. And like you said, she got back on this weekend, so that's great. The 2 bouncer to the fence. And excellent.
So, junior Emily Lovelace, standing in, last year's home run leader, has yet to hit one in 8 games. First pitch, high and away to Lovelace.
I guess they really haven't needed them. They're nice to have.
Well, and to say she hasn't hit one, the fields that we played on at Jack Maddox Park were a little bit longer. They were not 200-foot fields. They had about a 8-foot fence, and I want to say they were about 225. So it's really hard to get one out of there. Next pitch is low and inside. It's going to be a wild pitch, advancing Elrod to second. But those fields were unusually large fields that the girls play on. So and she hit the ball hard several times and a lot of line drives in the gap. That's good. 2-0 pitch. That rise ball fouled off. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Lovelace. Kelsey Elrod on third base. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Lady Jackets already with 1 run on the board. Camry Stanley led off with a walk, stole second, and come in on Elrod's double. 2-1 pitch. That one almost hits her, and a great stop by the catcher using her left foot to keep Elrod at third.
Oh, I thought that hit the umpire.
Right off the catcher's foot.
Good for her.
She slid over, and Lovelace got plunked a couple of times in the Cedartown game, and a couple of times this weekend. The 3-1 pitch misses low and inside again. Elrod takes off, and she's going to score standing up. So Lovelace draws a walk, and on the wild pitch, Kelsey Elrod scores easily.
Could have been ugly. The bat was right there in the play. If she would have slid, I don't know what would have happened there.
The senior Casey Gable is going to be the courtesy runner for Emily Lovelace, the pitcher. And that's going to bring up the sophomore Caroline Conring with a huge hit to end the North Forsyth game, scoring the winning run as the Lady Jackets defeat the 7A North Forsyth 9-8.
I want to start calling her Shazam. I really like how she plays the game. She's got a lot of power, and Shazam, there, it's gone before you even know it. So that's her new nickname. She just doesn't realize that.
There's a foul ball over Model's dugout. So 1 ball, 1 strike now. Casey Gable on first. And a little bit conservative here by Coach Luke. Usually he's off and running with the first pitch with anybody that can run. And Casey can definitely run. There's a changeup that's hit hard back up the middle, and the pitcher just did get her leg out of the way. So that's going to be a single for Caroline Conring, and she's catching today, so you're going to see a courtesy runner once again.
Yeah, that's another nice hit by Shazam. Did a great job there.
Looks like we're going to have number 9, the freshman Alexis Teams, coming in to run for Caroline Conring.
On this kind of hot day, it's nice to have a courtesy runner anyway for your catcher and pitcher. 2 reasons: you want to speed up the game a little bit, but really, it's hot out here, and she needs to go ahead and get some liquid in her and get ready for the next inning.
Yeah, game time 93 degrees. Feels like 101. Luckily, we got a little bit of shade here by the press box and concession stand behind us. So runners first and second.
Ball gets away from the catcher.
Carly Graham, the sophomore first baseman, she takes the ball low and inside off the left foot of the catcher and rolls towards the model dugout, and both runners move up. So another wild pitch. Nobody out. And another wild pitch as we're seeing Klink miss low and inside several times. The 0-1 pitch.
Ball gets by her again, but the catcher does stop it. So that's a nice job of the catcher. They can't advance.
Yeah, that one she used the chest protector and kept it right in the vicinity of the plate. So 2 balls, no strikes, nobody out. Lady Jackets already scored 2 here in the bottom of the first. The 2-0 pitch. And a hard hit, and that one hit Casey Gable, and she's going to be out as she was in fair territory. And so Carly Graham's going to get first. Alexis Teen's going to have to stay at second, and that goes down as a fielder's choice, and the third baseman gets the put out.
Well, that hurts, too. That hurts her leg by hitting it. But, you know, that's where coaches teach you to run outside the line. It's one of those things that she will never forget that again because that was a hard hit. But we did get Char on first, though, anyway. That's a shame.
So now there's one out, and, yeah, that one hit right off the leg of Casey Gable, and you could see the anguish on her, the pain on her face as that ball was rocketed off her leg.
I'm not so sure she didn't try to jump inside to get out of the way of it, and she was out there already because that ball was coming hard.
So the senior designated player Taylor Camp at the plate now, and changeup taken for a called strike, and that one caught Taylor a little bit off guard. So 0-1, another changeup right off the end of the bat, back to the pitcher, Klink. She picks it up, throws it high over the first baseman's head, and Alexis Teens is going to score from second. Graham's going to go to third, so Taylor Camp's going to be safe at first on the error by the pitcher with the throwing error.
Taylor Camp did a good thing that probably a lot of girls wouldn't have. The girl who missed the ball at first base was straddling first. Camp could have just rolled her over, but she held up and didn't want to hurt the girl, so I give her kudos to that.
And third baseman junior Emily Malding at the plate now, and
Camp stole second.
So that'll be a defensive indifference for the Lady Blue Devils. They chose not to make a play on Camp, so second and third. And that pitch low and inside. 2 balls, no strikes to Emily Malding. And Coach Luke did something that he does quite often. Early in the year, he had a JV tournament. And on that Saturday, Emily Malding came and played with him. And she really hit the ball hard there, and she's been hitting the ball hard ever since. That's a called strike right on the outside corner. So 2 balls, 1 strike here on Malding. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Lady Jackets lead 3-0. Carly Graham on third, Taylor Camp on second, as 2 more runners in scoring position. And a 2-1 pitch fouled off back against off one of the poles, actually, this time.
You know, you talk about that. That's a confidence builder right there. Coaching girls for the last 20 years, you got to have a confidence builder for them. They're not like guys, and guys can get mad at themselves and do better. Now, these girls, on the other hand, might, but a lot of girls, you got to have something to pick them up.
2-2 pitch misses high. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Malding. And she's really been hitting the ball very well and hitting the ball hard, hitting with some power.
That's the key, hitting it hard. It's going to go somewhere if you hit it hard.
3-2. There's a hard hit past the shortstop. Graham scores. Taylor Camp right second. She scores, and that ball goes all the way to the fence. And that looked like a simple ground ball to the shortstop, but it was hit so hard it got past the shortstop, past the left fielder, and a stand-up double for Emily Malding.
That was an error that she should have made at shortstop, unfortunately. I mean, good for us, mind you, but she let it just go right by her glove, and it went all the way to the fence.
And that brings up the senior left fielder, Kelsey Moats. And there's a changeup. She swung on and missed. And a little bit of a grin there from Kelsey. So as she swung and missed it.
That was an awkward swing. I think she knew it. I think the ball fooled her.
So the 0-1 pitch misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Emily Malding at second, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the first, Lady Jackets have put 5 on the board now. And the only out is a hard hit ball from Carly Graham hitting the runner at third. That pitch bounces in front of the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike, now the Moats.
Yep. We might bat around this inning.
Well, we definitely will, because unless there's a double play here.
Exactly.
And Emma Evans, the sophomore right fielder, on deck. There's a ground ball to third. She fields it, throws to first, and the first baseman goes into foul territory to catch the ball, and Moses retired for the second out of the inning. So no double play. That's going to bring up the sophomore right fielder, Emma Evans, as Maulding advances to third on the ground ball.
So you're telling me that Emma Evans is our last batter?
Yes.
Holy moly, what a stacked team we got. I mean, we got some hitters on this team. That's why we're batting almost 500, huh?
That's it. There's a changeup hit right back to the pitcher, and she's unable to, 2-1 hopper bounces off her glove, and she's unable to grab that. So Emma Evans is on, and Maulding scores the 6th run of this inning, and that brings Cambry Stanley back up.
So we're starting all over again here. And Emma, she's got some good speed down there, too.
Yeah, you'll probably, if Coach Luke stays aggressive, you'll see her definitely take off. She's yet to be caught this year. And she was not going on a pitch, but then the pitch got away from the catcher as it was low and away for ball 1 to Stanley. And Evans goes to second base on the wild pitch.
Well, third baseman's still back. She definitely can bunt down third baseline and get on, no problem at all.
So we'll see what happens. There's a line drive back up the middle. Second baseman grabs it, but never going to throw Cambry out. And so she's going to be on with an infield hit. And then the second baseman throws it over the head of the first baseman, and Emma Evans comes in to score as Cambry Stanley takes second base on the air.
Just smart base running. Kelsey hit the ball hard last time. See if she can do it again. She can. Third base.
So Stanley's rounding third, and she's going to be held up by Coach Luke at third.
He could have let her score. But, you know, we're talking about 7-0 right now with 2 outs.
So another hard hit ball by the Lady Jackets as Kelsey Elrod singles to left. 7 runs on the board by the Lady Jackets, and that brings up Emily Loveless for the second time this inning. 2 outs, runners first and third. And there's another hard hit ball foul past Stanley down into the left field corner as the left fielder for the Model Lady Blue Devils chases it into the corner. And
so Stanley there in and out of bounds, leaning in, trying to stay in out of bounds territory, but not hoping to get in.
You can see she was keeping her feet outside the line, but then trying to do a little maneuver so she doesn't get hit. 1 strike now on Emily Lovelace. Pitch. And there's a hard hit ball in the 5-6 hole out to left field. That's going to score Stanley as Emily Lovelace with a 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, Jeffy moves up now. Shazam. She is up.
So we're going to have the courtesy runner, Casey Gable, for Emily Lovelace. So Emily gets 2 at bats, throws 3 up, 3 down inning in the top of the first. And now Caroline Conring, the sophomore catcher, up.
She had way up there in the box.
That ball bounces off the plate, and Kelsey Elrod takes third as it got away from the catcher. And Casey Gable did not move up as Elrod did on the wild pitch. 1 ball, no strikes to Conring, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And that pitch behind her, but it bounces right back to the catcher. So Gable does move up on that wild pitch, but Elrod has to stay at third as it bounced back to the catcher.
Yeah, pitchers have a little bit of control issue right now, but when you bat around and your team's not helping you out by fielding balls, it's going to frustrate you a bit.
But at the same time, outside of Cambry Stanley, that's the only walk of the inning.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. But her team's not helping her out by fielding.
Right. So 3 balls, no strikes to Conring now as that pitch was high and away.
Give Shazam the green light. Come on.
Yes, I'm sure she has a green light. The 3-0 pitch from Klink. We'll never know. It was too high and too far out. So you're going to see the courtesy runner Alexis Teams once again for Conrain.
Now, if Jeff Sharp is up there batting, he would have swung for another pitch.
Probably so.
You don't want to walk.
So that's, and as soon as I say, hey, she only has one walk, there goes the second walk of the inning.
Exactly.
So Carly Graham, hard hit ball down third base line that took out Casey Gable last time. She's up once again, the sophomore first baseman. And she takes that pitch right at the knee for a called strike.
It's a nice pitch down the middle.
Klink with the 0-1 pitch to Graham. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Lady Jackets with 8 on the board. And there's a line drive out to the shortstop, and that is caught by the former Lady Yellow Jacket, Hannah Reynolds. So at the end of 1, Lady Jackets lead 8-0.
Lewis Motor Company is the oldest car dealership in Rockmart. They have been serving Rockmart and the Polk County area for 56 years, providing quality used cars and great customer service before, during, and after the sale. Lewis Motor Company is proud to offer guaranteed credit approval while you wait. Give them a call today at 770-684-6694 or stop by and see our staff at Lewis Motor Company, 218 South Piedmont Avenue in Rockmart.
At All-Star Grading, we are proud to be one of the largest grading and hauling companies in this area. We are also proud to employ a very familiar family of folks who grew up and have worked in Rockmart for decades. Whether it's grading or hauling from huge industrial jobs or simply a driveway that needs attention, All-Star Grading is proud to serve. Call today, 770-684-1915. That's All-Star Grading.
WZOT Rockmart, W270CE Rome.
Rockmart Lady Jackets softball at the end of 1. The Lady Jackets lead 8-0. Emily Lovelace in the circle, throwing her last warm-up pitch against the model Lady Blue Devils. See Morrison, Reynolds, and Smith coming up for the Lady Blue Devils. And as right before the inning ended, the former Lady Blue Devil, Hannah Reynolds, she went to middle school here at Rockmart, but her dad lives in the model area, so she's there playing for the Lady Blue Devils now.
So they all know her pretty well then. Good friends, I'm sure.
Yeah, she played travel ball with several that's over there.
It's a tight class.
That's Melanie Morrison, the catcher, leading off things for the Lady Blue Devils. First pitch from Lovelace. Misses low and away, ball 1. And Robert, one thing that noticed a little bit different than Coach Luke's doing this year is when you look in that dugout, you see several girls with notebooks, clipboards, or things like that. They're taking note of what the other team's doing.
Well, that's smart. And that's making them a smarter ball player as well. So when their chances to get to play, they see what's going on, and it keeps them paying attention to the game. So kudos to that.
The 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed by Morrison. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch, a changeup, bounces in front of the plate for ball 2. So now up 8-0. Looks like Coach Luke's working on some pitches that Emily may need to kind of fine-tune here early in the season.
Like you said, now's a good time to do it. So
2-1 pitch. And that pitch right on the inside corner called strike, and a great pitch that time.
A nice pitch right there
by Lovelace. And as we look down, Taylor Camps playing first base as Carly Graham's down in the bullpen warming up. Next pitch is outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to the leadoff batter here in the top of the second, Morrison. And she's the designated player, and it's a little bit different than it is in baseball. That pitch swung on and missed, and another strikeout for Emily Lovelace. And, Robert, the way that works, the designated player is not like the DH in baseball. where the designated hitter only hits, and you have a person that only plays the field. In girls softball, that designated player can play the field. She hits in that spot in the order, but then you have what they call a flex. That she plays the field but does not hit, and she can only hit in that spot where the designated player is.
Oh, really? Okay.
So first pitch to Reynolds right on the inside corner for strike one. So a little bit different rule here in girls softball than it is in baseball.
So would that put her at the bottom of the lineup?
The flex?
Yes.
Yes, she is in the 10th spot, but
Gotcha.
she does not bat.
Correct. That's what that makes sense then.
So that pitch misses high and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the second. Hannah Reynolds at the plate for the Lady Blue Devils. The 1-1 pitch fouled off, just off the end of the bat. It looked like it may have been a rise ball high and away.
She's had some pretty nice pitches today.
One ball, 2 strikes. And Lovelace gets her sign from Connery, and it's coming inside. A little flare right over second base as Elrod tried to make a play and couldn't. So Reynolds with the first hit of the game for the Lady Blue Devils on a little pop fly to center field.
It was just a slow motion ball traveling out there to center field and just perfect. Otherwise, Camry would have been in and caught that ball. It was right over shortstop.
Yeah, that was a good pitch by Lovelace. Got in on the hands and hit it right off the handle, but Reynolds just enough power to get it over Elrod's head. The first pitch to Ashton Smith, the left fielder, misses low and inside, ball 1.
Shazam says she wants to steal so she can throw her out. I want to see it.
You may. Hannah's got pretty good speed. So 1 ball, no strike.
Oh, no, what's behind the catcher?
And that's going to be a dead ball as it hit the right foot of Ashton Smith.
Okay, okay, good.
So no wild pitch, no stolen base. That's going to bring up the pitcher, McKinley Klink.
Colonel what?
I knew that was coming. Whenever I put the rosters in, that's exactly what come to my mind.
Yeah.
So, so McKinley Colonel Klink for the Lady Blue Devils at the plate. 1 out, runners first and second.
I know nothing.
And she attempted a bunt and missed that. Well, you're telling everybody out there what we all already knew.
Exactly.
No balls, 1 strike to Klink. And the pitch from Lovelace, she squares the bunt again and pulls that one back as that was a ball missing outside.
That's once you know for the record. That's a pretty cool name. I like it. So, definitely wasn't making fun of it because I like that name.
And Hogan's Heroes was a good show back
Excellent. I still watch it at night.
Yes. Lovelace getting a sign from Connery, who gets her sign from Coach Lou. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Klink squares the bunt again, and she attempted to bunt a high pitch and missed it. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Klink. 1 out here in the top of the second. Runners first and second for the Lady Blue Devils.
Yeah, I don't think the Yellow Jackets expected to have this happen after the way they've been hit and fielded. So maybe they can get out of this thing here real quick.
There's a called strike on a curveball right on the outside corner for the second out of the inning. So Klink out on strikes, and that's going to bring up the first baseman, Maya Washington. And the pitch from Lovelace. There's another curveball right on the outside corner, and just like the pitch to Klink, it looked like a duplicate.
That was another nice pitch right there. I'm just saying I don't want to bat against Lovelace. That's all I'm saying.
There's another curveball a little bit further off the plate that time for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
A good location. See if you go after it.
So, and after going away twice, you might see him come inside as she's been hitting that inside corner with either a fastball or a screwball. And it is tried to come inside, but it looked like a rise ball right down the middle, but high, and swung on and missed by Washington. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Washington. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Runners still at first and second for the Lady Blue Devils, and Lovelace trying to pitch her way out of a little bit of early trouble. And another inside pitch. That ball's fouled off the screen and rolls back to Lovelace.
Yeah, let's hope we get out of here. How nice is that to have a runner at first and second? You've got an 8-run lead right now, and you can get yourself out of the inning. So she's that good of a pitcher, but she's got a great team behind her too.
Yeah, a very good defensive team. As you know, eight games already played, and they're averaging well under 2 errors a game, which, if anybody tells you in high school softball, if you can walk 2 or less and make 2 or less errors, you're going to win a lot of ball games.
All right, that pitch was a little low, but boy, that's too hard to sit there and take when you got 2 strikes on you. But you did. You called it a ball, so it's 2-2 right now, 2 outs.
And the 2-2 pitch from Lovelace, and that's a rise ball swung on and missed for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Lady Blue Devils fail to score. At the end of 1.5, your Lady Jackets lead 8-0.
Four Seasons Landscaping, this company has been in business for 20 years and takes pride in their work. If you have an upcoming project, give Tyson or Rodney a call at 770-778-4347. That's Four Seasons Landscaping. Let these guys make your landscaping project a reality.
Between prying the kids out of bed and bribing your 6-year-old to brush her teeth, you could say the morning routine can be a bit chaotic. But with Michelin tires, you can enjoy a little peace of mind on the way to school. And from August 23rd to September 17th, you can get a $70 reward card after submission with the purchase of 4 new Michelin passenger or light truck tires.
Go to the experts at McNabb Tire and Wheel, 522 Goodyear Street, Rockmart. Phone 770-684-5067 today.
See MichelinMan.com/promo for details. Offer expires 9/17/17. Void where prohibited.
Back at Rockmart High School, Jeff Sharp, Robert Torline. Bottom of the second, Taylor Camp's going to lead things off for the Lady Jackets after they put an 8 spot on the Lady Blue Devils in the bottom of the first. And the Model's going to make a pitching change as number 71 is going to be Alexis Reed will be the new pitcher for the Lady Blue Devils.
Well, let's see what she's got. Number 71. Throws the ball pretty hard. So, 8-0 lead. That's not shabby in the bottom of the second.
And we've got a new catcher as well as Collier comes in for Morrison. So, battery exchange for the Lady Blue Devils.
Now we're ready to rock and roll. Speaking of rock and roll, my daughter-in-law tried out for American Idol today. Hopefully she did well. I'm excited to hear how that went for her.
And Reed's first pitch was a changeup.
When I leave here, that's the first thing I want to do is go over there and check on her. Because, that's something that I've never wanted to do, or I'd have been on there, but for the wrong reasons.
That changeup misses high and inside the Camp for ball 1. Next pitch, a little bit off the plate, ball 2. And the 2-0 pitch bounces right in front of the plate, so 3 balls, no strikes to the senior Taylor Camp.
Well, green light or not, 8-0. What you think?
I agree. If she likes it, let her hit it. Yeah. And the 3-0 pitch, and she does, and she takes a line drive, bounces right in between the Mary York and Liz Clark's line, and Taylor Camp in with a stand-up double 3-0 pitch. And she hit it hard.
She did. 3 bouncers to the fence, and she likey. So I'm going to say either the green light was on or she's going to get yelled at.
I think if you hit the ball that hard, I don't think you're going to get yelled at.
A couple of years ago, Coach Luke
he's changed. He's changed. He's a changed man the past couple of years.
Been hanging around me.
Oh, Lord. Emily Malding at the plate takes calls to strike about belt high. So Emily waiting on that perfect pitch as well.
Yeah.
That one may be just a touch high for her liking. Next pitch low and inside, and Camp's going to move up to third on the wild pitch. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Now to Emily Malding, the junior third baseman, hitting for the Lady Jackets. Taylor Camps on third base. And there's a hard hit ball, and that's going to be just foul. Home run distance, but just foul.
She got all of that and a biscuit and just hit it foul.
A little bit inside as Reed come inside on her, and she yanked it, and it was over Coach Luke's new building down there. And there's a pitch low and away, and that ball is going to be on top of the Model dugout as a foul ball. So still 1 ball, 2 strikes to Malding. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second.
She went as far left as you possibly go. Now she went far right as you possibly go. Let's see if she goes deep center.
1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a changeup hit foul. Past Coach Luke out into left field.
She's way in front of that one, but good conduct.
Good conduct?
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah,
she's good.
She is a good student.
Well, I carried over the letter, and it's the Madison.
She a gifted student, and always had gifted classes. There's a changeup. That ball's going to be popped up short. The second baseman comes in, drifted back, and then came in and made the play. So a pop up to the shortstop or to the second baseman. Excuse me.
Yeah, we won't make fun of people for saying something wrong. But
first out of the inning brings up the senior left fielder Kelsey Mose.
That's hard to do in the sun too. That's a good play by the second baseman.
That pitch called strike right at the letters.
She wanted it, but I'm telling you, I'm glad she did not swing at it because it's probably a little bit higher than I wanted to hit, but it was a strike.
And there's a foul ball over the left field fence. So that's going to be 0-2 now to Mose. Camp is still on third, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. The 0-2 pitch. That pitch misses low and inside, 1 ball.
Mose is real close to the front of that batter's box.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if you throw one at her, she's not going to move because she did not budge on that pitch.
She didn't move at all.
So she's going to take one for the team and get on base. There's a pitch high and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So after being in the hole 0-2, she evens it up 2-2.
Pretty scary when I'm thinking the same thing you're thinking.
That is scary. Not sure which way, but the 2-2 pitch inside once again.
Way in front of that ball.
Hit it foul down the left field line again.
But great contact. Here we go again. Great contact. So
another honor student here for the Lady Jackets.
There you go.
So they do have good conduct. And the 2-2 pitch inside again, and she fouls it off foul.
She gophered that one. She golfed at that one hard and went straight down, hit a gopher on top of the head and knocked it in foul territory.
There may be somebody in the bleachers down there that Kelsey doesn't like. She's trying to take them out.
Maybe she's just trying to give him a game ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. The 2-2 pitch, that one hits off her foot, and Mose is going to trot down to first base. So after being behind in the count 0-2, she gets hit by a pitch, and now runners first and third as Emma Evans, the sophomore right fielder, making her way to the plate.
Yeah, we got 1 down, and let's see what Emma can do here.
Mose take off with a pitch. No throw by the catcher as Evans takes a called strike right at the knees on the outside corner. That pitch misses low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike to M. Evans. And now the substitutions are beginning for Steve Luke. And there's a hop up. That's straight up, and a third baseman, Leonard, comes in foul territory and makes the play for the second out of the inning. And Casey Gable, the senior, is going to come in and hit for Cambridge Stanley here in the bottom of the second.
Yes, it has begun.
Casey Gable got a chance to hit up at the LFO tournament and rocketed one right down the third base line, and Gable's a left-handed batter. Hit one right over the bag for a double down the line. She takes ball one low and away.
Well, she's pitching to her outside right now, so if she does that again, she can do the same thing.
Kelsey Moats, Taylor Camp on the bases for the Lady Jackets, and Gable fouls that one right off the end of the bat. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Lady Jackets runners at second and third. And going into the weekend, this is one of the big troubles that the Lady Jackets had, was getting that big 2-out hit with runners in scoring position. And Gable with a 2-hopper out to the second baseman. She throws it high, but the first baseman, Washington, comes down with it and comes down on the bag. And that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning for the Lady Jackets. So at the end of 2, Lady Jackets lead 8-0.
Looking for a new quality zero-turn mower? The Bobcat CRZ gives you professional mowing performance with a residential price tag, starting at just $39.99. And backed by our 5-year or 500-hour Mow with Confidence limited warranty, the CRZ will let you get the job done fast and done right. Built with the legendary Bobcat quality of cut, durability, and ease of ownership. See your Bobcat Mowers dealer today and mow like a pro.
All-Star Power Equipment, 4186 Rome Highway, Aragon, Georgia. Call them at 770-684-7176.
In 1903, the first automobile to cross the United States was fitted with BF Goodrich tires. And 114 years later, we're still giving you the freedom to drive where you want to go. Between August 23rd and September 12th, get a $50 reward card after submission with purchase of 4 new BF Goodrich passenger or light truck tires.
McNabb Tire and Wheel, 522 Goodyear Street, Rockmart. Phone 770-684-5067 today.
See bfgoodrichtires.com/promo for details. Offer expires 9/12/17. Void where prohibited.
Back at Rockmart High School, Lady Jackets softball field. Jeff Sharp, Robert Torline. Lady Jackets lead 8-0 at the end of the second inning. And Casey Gable is going to remain in the game and play center field, as looks like Cambridge Stanley is going to have an early day today.
Yeah, and who's pitching for us now?
Carly Graham, the sophomore, started at first, went down to the bullpen and warmed up, and now she's in to pitch. And Carly, 2 big wins on the weekend for the Lady Jackets. Struggled a little bit in each of the first inning, but come back, settled in nicely, and defeated Cahola Creek and Ringgold, 2 3A teams over the weekend.
That's great. I just saw Coach Lindsay come out of the dugout, and I was wondering what he did. He hands the balls to the umpires when they need another ball, and he did it very well.
Well, him being an umpire himself, he ought to know how to do that.
He should. He does.
The 9-hole batter for the Lady Jackets, McKenna Freeman, the right fielder, leading things off for the Lady Blue Devils. And there's a first pitch swinging right out to Carly Graham, and she feels it, throws to Lovelace at first base now, and for the first out of the inning.
That's what we like to see right there. That's great. She charged that ball because once it hit the plate, it died.
Yeah, bounced right off the plate and then rolled out to Graham as she come in and got it. And that's back to the top of the order, Kaylee Carney for the Lady Blue Devils. And Graham coming in, throwing strikes with an 8-0 lead, a called strike right on the outside corner. Carney's last at bat, she grounded back to the pitcher, leading off the game for the Lady Blue Devils. The 0-1 pitch, a little bit further out that time, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Great location to see. She was chase it, excuse me, but that was a good location. She's throwing the ball hard. The 1-1 pitch from Graham comes inside, just a touch too far inside. Nice pitch that time by Graham, and Conring tried to frame that up, but to no avail. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Carney. The 2-1 pitch, that's low, bounced right in front of the plate, and a great stop by Conring. Even though with nobody on, she dropped to her knees and stopped that up with a chest protector. Yeah, it's got to be habit, and that's good for her.
So 3 balls, 1 strike now to Carney, and that 3-1 pitch bounced right off the plate. So ball 4, as Kaylee Carney is on base for the Lady Blue Devils, bringing up the third baseman, Madison Leonard. Leonard looks down to the third base coach to get her signs. And as we look, the freshman, Emily Register, heading down to the bullpen.
The bullpen.
And Emily got her first win of the season. The first win as a varsity Jacket Friday night against Marist.
Jeff, I'm going to challenge you with this question. I know you're going to know it because you know a lot of things. Why do they call it a bullpen?
Leonard squares the bunt and takes ball high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I really don't know. I was just wondering if you happen to know.
I do not.
Okay. I mean, that's good. We're going to look that up.
Yeah.
We'll be back with you on that in just a minute. But we're sharp.
Yeah, we'll get our records person on that. Leonard squares the bunt again, pulls back as the pitch is high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now the Leonard runner at first
I've never
is
thought
Carney.
about that, but we got an 8-0 lead. We need to think about things like that.
Yeah, unless it's
Harrelson Termite can help you get a handle on your uninvited invaders before they take over. They have over 100 years of termite and pest control experience and are the largest pest control company in Polk County. Give them a call today for a termite inspection. That's Harrelson Termite, 1012 Cedartown Highway in Rockmart. Call them today to schedule an appointment, 770-684-1488.
It's here, Rockmart. Silver Comet Furniture on Highway 278 in Rockmart is now open for business. They have sofa tables starting at $149, dinette starting at $199. Tons of new upholstery coming, including power reclining seats. They carry Simmons, Beauty Rest, and Jameson mattresses with adjustable bases. Free delivery inside of 50 miles. That's Silver Comet Furniture, Highway 278 in Rockmart.
Lewis Motor Company is the oldest car dealership in Rockmart. They have been serving Rockmart and the Polk County area for 56 years, providing quality used cars and great customer service before, during, and after the sale. Lewis Motor Company is proud to offer guaranteed credit approval while you wait. Give them a call today at 770-684-6694 or stop by and see our staff at Lewis Motor Company, 218 South Piedmont Avenue in Rockmart.
At All-Star Grading, we are proud to be one of the largest grading and hauling companies in this area. We are also proud to employ a very familiar family of folks who grew up and have worked in Rockmart for decades. Whether it's grading or hauling from huge industrial jobs or simply a driveway that needs attention, All-Star Grading is proud to serve. Call today, 770-684-1915. That's All-Star Grading.
Four Seasons Landscaping, this company has been in business for 20 years and takes pride in their work. If you have an upcoming project, give Tyson or Rodney a call at 770-778-4347. That's Four Seasons Landscaping. Let these guys make your landscaping project a reality.
With the BF Goodrich Advantage TA Sport Tire, you'll get performance-inspired handling to put some life back into your daily drive. And with a 70,000-mile warranty, you'll do it for a long time. You may just wake up and say, I do want to adult today.
Go to the experts at McNabb Tire and Wheel, 522 Goodyear Street, Rockmart, 770-684-5067 today.
70,000-mile limited tread life warranty applies to T-rated tires only. See bfgoodrichtires.com for details.
WZOT Rockmart, W270CE Rome.
Back at Rockmart High School, Jeff Sharp, Robert Torline. Sorry about that little interruption there as we got unplugged, but we're back, and the Lady Jackets fly out to Emily Lovelace at first for the second out, and then Holtzendorf flied out to Emma Evans at right field. So Carly Graham, after the walk, got out of the inning, and the Lady Jackets still lead 8-0. We're hitting here in the bottom of the third, and Tanya Sharp's radio debut got cut off, and but she was giving us.
We're going to give it back to you in a minute.
So Kelsey Elrod's at the plate. She hits 2 foul balls down the left field line and takes a ball. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out, bottom of the third. And we'll get our bullpen recognition here shortly, as there's a changeup inside, and that one's fouled off down the left field line once again.
Yeah, it was something about Cowgirls or something. We'll have to listen to it again. She did a great job.
Yeah, it was awesome. And something that, I really never thought about, how the bullpen got its name. And another inside changeup is misses high and away.
That's why I'm here for you, Jeff.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Thanks a lot.
I'm here to challenge you to make you better.
And the 2-2 pitch, and that ball, once again, grounded foul down the left field line. So while Elrod's in a battle here with Reed still pitching for the Lady Blue Devils, going back to Tanya for the definition, right after this pitch, for the definition of a bullpen. The 2-2 foul straight back off the netting. So Tanya, how did the bullpen get its name?
Well, Jeff, according to Wikipedia, because the fans were herded like cattle, this area became known as the bullpen, a designation which was later transferred over to the relief pitchers who warmed up there. At the turn of the century, outfield fences were often adorned with advertisements for the Bull Durham brand of tobacco. So there you have it. And I just want to personally thank Robert Torline for finally stumping Jeff Sharp on a sports question. I love it. I will forever remember it. It's almost more memorable than the clips yesterday.
And the first eclipse has been thrown out there now. And Kelsey Elrod, in a huge battle, hits a pop fly down the left field line. That lands fair, and she cruises into second base with a leadoff double here in the bottom of the third.
Oh, and there she goes.
Stolen third. Yes, stolen base by Kelsey Elrod after the pitch was low to Emily Lovelace. And that pitch is high. 2 balls and no strikes now to Lovelace. Here in the bottom of the third, Lady Jackets lead 8-0. Kelsey Elrod on third, nobody out.
I guess I better pick a good nickname for Lovelace, or we'll be getting unplugged quite a bit.
Yeah. And a hard hit past the shortstop out into left field. And then it passes right through the left fielder's legs to the fence. So Emily Lovelace is going to get a single and then advance to second on an error. And now she's on her way to third as the ball got away from the second baseman. So 2 errors on the plate by the Lady Blue Devils, and now Emily Lovelace is standing on third base.
Good heads-up play right there.
So Caroline Conring, the sophomore catcher, stepping in. Lady Jackets with a 9-1 lead now as Elrod comes in on the single. A fly ball out to the right fielder, and she almost overruns it, but sticks her glove up and makes the catch.
Yeah, she has snow cone that thing. But it's an out. But we did score a run.
But Conring's going to get a sacrifice fly as Lovelace tags up and scores. And the Lady Jackets now up 10-0 here in the bottom of the third. So the first pitch, fly ball, more of a line drive out to the right fielder for Conring. Brings up the sophomore pitcher now, Carly Graham.
It's sophomore.
It is for you. Carly takes the first pitch high, and the second pitch belts high on the inside corner for a called strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Graham. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. The Lady Jackets 2 more runs on the board. And there's a deep fly ball down the left field line, and it hits in the bullpen, and that's a fair ball. But Coach Luke's saying it bounced over, so some hard ground out there. So a ground rule double by Carly Graham as the ball hits and bounces over the about a 4-foot fence out there in left field.
That was a good hit. Very good hit.
So Taylor Camp, a designated player, left-handed batter, stepping in now for the Lady Jackets. Carly Graham going to run for herself. She hits one off the end of the bat back to the pitcher, and Camp runs hard and just thrown out by a step for the second out of the inning. And Graham advances to third on the play. So the third baseman, Emily Malding, stepping in. 2 outs here in the inning. Carly Graham's on third. Kelsey Moats waiting on deck. That pitch low. Nice stop by Collier, the catcher.
Still just 1 out. Excuse me. Fouled off back behind us.
So 1 ball, 1 strike to Emily Malding. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the third. There's a 1-1 pitch from Reed. Just misses outside, ball 2.
What is your wife up to?
She is taking pictures. The 2-1 pitch. High to Malding. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Malding. 2 outs. The 3-1 pitch. And there's a hard hit ball down the left field line, and that lands in the bullpen. Oh, he calls it foul. Oh, it looked like it curved around the foul pole, and our PA announcer, Chris Lovelace, starts playing the music for the home run, and Coach Luke can't believe he called that ball foul. Oh, wow. That would have been Emily Malding's first high school home run.
Well, it was her first high school home run, just got called back. So it was a good hit ball. It is, once again, just nice contact.
That pitch low and inside, misses for ball 4. So instead of a home run, Emily Malding's going to take first on ball 4. And that's going to bring to the plate Kelsey Moats.
Problem is she hit that ball so on a line, it went below the fencing out there, so he couldn't tell if it was fair or foul. But if it had been up a little bit, it would have hit that fencing.
Well, that, and you got to move more than 2 steps out from behind.
I wasn't going to say that. I was just going with the fence thing. Sure, right.
First pitch to Moats, misses low and inside, and Malding's going to take second on a defensive indifference. So you gotta get right on that line to be able to make that call.
I think they were thinking it was going to be foul automatically. Just didn't get a good jump.
And a foul ball by Kelsey Moats as that ball, once again, she's peppering the stands for the Jackets.
Trying to help the other umpires out, us fellow umpires.
And next pitch, and there's a line drive over the third baseman's head, and Graham's going to score, and Moats going to have a 2-out RBI single. And number 8, Kenzie Jones, sophomore, going to pinch hit for Emma Evans.
Just another swing, good swing right there, right over third base, drops right in for a nice base hit. I mean, these are the little things they got to do right now. If they're not up 11-0, they got to have these.
Kenzie Jones, the sophomore, probably stay in and play right field. And there's a hard hit right out into center field, and the center fielder was playing way over in left center as the ball was hit just to the first base side of second base, and Kenzie Jones with a stand-up double and scores 2 more runs to make it 13-0 here in the bottom of the third.
She was hustling. She was going to third, but she picked up Coach Luke. He said stop. So she did. Nice hit right there.
So, and Most was going on the pitch, and so she scored easily as well, as the center fielder had a long way to go to get that ball. And timeout is called on the field as Coach for Model goes out and visits his pitcher, Reed, and Casey Gable. She put it out the second last time up. Kenzie Jones at second base, 2 outs. Bottom of the third, Lady Jackets with a 5 spot here as Gable takes the first pitch low and away for ball 1.
Kind of quiet around here right now.
Yes. Nice Gable bunch one down the third base line. The pitcher's fielded it, and that's going to be a bunt single for Casey Gable.
I was right on the line. When the pitcher picked the ball up, she was 1 foot away from first base. Great job. Way to lay that bunt down.
We're going to have another substitute. Kelsey Elrod's going to come out of the game. And Macy McNabb stepping in now to hit for Kelsey Elrod. So,
we talked about this before the game. We have so much talent on this team. You know, even he's really not doing it because we're up 13-0. We've got the talent, so they can play anyway. So now let them play. I mean, wow, what a good team.
McNabb, first pitch swinging right out, and the center fielder had her played perfectly as she's in front of the Kelly Stone sign. That if she's playing in her normal position, that's another double to the fence for Macy McNabb.
That was a hard hit ball.
So a line drive right into the center fielder for the third out of the inning, and that's going to end the inning for the Lady Jackets as they put a 5 spot up. At the end of 3, the Lady Jackets lead 13-0.
Four Seasons Landscaping, this company has been in business for 20 years and takes pride in their work. If you have an upcoming project, give Tyson or Rodney a call at 770-778-4347. That's Four Seasons Landscaping. Let these guys make your landscaping project a reality.
Between prying the kids out of bed and bribing your 6-year-old to brush her teeth, you could say the morning routine can be a bit chaotic. But with Michelin tires, you can enjoy a little peace of mind on the way to school. And from August 23rd to September 17th, you can get a $70 reward card after submission with the purchase of 4 new Michelin passenger or light truck tires.
Go to the experts at McNabb Tire and Wheel, 522 Goodyear Street, Rockmart. Phone 770-684-5067 today.
See MichelinMan.com/promo for details. Offer expires 9/17/17. Void where prohibited.
Back at Rockmart High School, Macy McNabb is going to stay in the game and play first base. Logan Patterson is going to come in the game for Emily Lovelace and play right field. And Kenzie Jones remains in the game, and she's going to go to shortstop. Casey Gable still in the game at center field, and Kelsey Moat still in left field. Emily Malding at third. Carly Graham pitching, and Caroline Conring at catcher, and Anna Lewis at second. I was thinking, hey, Anna's coming up next. Yeah, so she's at second. So that's your defensive alignment for the Lady Jackets now as they lead 13-0. And Georgia High School rules shortening. The Lady Jackets get 3 outs right here. This game's over. 15 after 3, 12 after 4, 8 after 5, and 1 after 7. The first pitch from Graham, high and away for ball 1, as is the next pitch for ball 2.
I like the 1 after 7. I've never seen it written out like that, so appreciate you explaining that.
Yeah, no problem. So it's, one of those things that, you say that, and a lot of people kind of look at you weird, but that's how the game's played.
That's why I looked at you weird.
2 balls, no strikes now to the catcher, Collier. And that pitch right on the outside corner for a call strike. So after 2 balls, Graham right back in the groove.
Very nice pitch.
So this will be Collier's first at bat as she came in for Morrison in the second inning. That next pitch blocked up by Conring as it bounced in front of the plate for ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike. The 3-1 pitch fouled off to the screen for the second strike. And that ball is going to stay up on top of the Lady Blue Devil dugout. Graham gets her sign from Conring, the 3-2 pitch. And that one's fouled off down the first base line, bounces off the fence right out to Logan Patterson in right field. So we'll do it once again, the 3-2 pitch from Graham. And there's a ground ball out to second base. Anna Lewis ranges over, makes the play, throws on to McNabb for the first out of the inning. 2 more outs. That brings up the shortstop, Hannah Reynolds.
Did you watch any of the Little League World Series over the weekend?
I have watched a little bit of it.
That North Carolina's pretty tough.
First pitch to Reynolds misses low and away, ball 1, and Hannah Reynolds, the only hit of the day for the Lady Blue Devils. Little blooper over second base. That hit came off of Lovelace. And illegal pitch called on the base umpire on Carly Graham.
Okay.
So
explain what a legal pitch is.
Well, for Carly, what's happening is the foot that is in contact with the rubber, she is actually stepping up and off the rubber, and so therefore she is not in contact with the rubber when she makes her pitch or when she's coming towards the plate.
Before she releases the ball.
Right.
Right?
Right, before she releases the ball. So the next pitch, ground ball right back to Graham, and she's going to throw on to McNabb for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs here in the top of the fourth for the Lady Blue Devils, and Ashton Smith, the left fielder, swing and miss at the first pitch from Graham. But what it is as the pitchers come towards the plate, their back foot or their push-off foot has to stay in contact with that rubber and then drag the toe as they make their pitch. And Graham tries a changeup and a little bit high.
It was definitely a changeup.
So just a touch high, just over Caroline's head. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Now on the batter, Smith, 2 outs, top of the fourth. And Rise ball swung on and missed, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Lady Blue Devils down to the last out.
$13-0 in the top of the fourth.
And another Rise ball swung on and missed once again. And if you're going to swing at it, Coach Lou's going to go there, and that's going to end the ball game. And we see Carly, she's going to go out and talk to the umpire about why he called that illegal pitch. But I got a pretty good idea that she knows why. She got called for it once over the weekend as well. We're going to take a break, get the stats up and going. And so the Lady Jackets go to 4-0 in region play with a 13-0 win over the Lady Blue Devils of Model.
Four Seasons Landscaping, this company has been in business for 20 years and takes pride in their work. If you have an upcoming project, give Tyson or Rodney a call at 770-778-4347. That's Four Seasons Landscaping. Let these guys make your landscaping project a reality.
Harrelson Termite can help you get a handle on your uninvited invaders before they take over. They have over 100 years of termite and pest control experience and are the largest pest control company in Polk County. Give them a call today for a termite inspection. That's Harrelson Termite, 1012 Cedartown Highway in Rockmart. Call them today to schedule an appointment, 770-684-1488.
It's here, Rockmart. Silver Comet Furniture on Highway 278 in Rockmart is now open for business. They have sofa tables starting at $149, dinette starting at $199. Tons of new upholstery coming, including power reclining seats. They carry Simmons, Beauty Rest, and Jameson mattresses with adjustable bases. Free delivery inside of 50 miles. That's Silver Comet Furniture, Highway 278 in Rockmart.
Lewis Motor Company is the oldest car dealership in Rockmart. They have been serving Rockmart and the Polk County area for 56 years, providing quality used cars and great customer service before, during, and after the sale. Lewis Motor Company is proud to offer guaranteed credit approval while you wait. Give them a call today at 770-684-6694 or stop by and see our staff at Lewis Motor Company, 218 South Piedmont Avenue in Rockmart.
Back at Rockmart High School, Jeff Sharp, Robert Torline as the Lady Jackets defeat the Lady Blue Devils of Model by a score of 13-0 here in this Region 7 AA action. Lady Jackets go to 4-0 in region play, 9-0 on the year, and Emily Lovelace and Carly Graham look pretty good in the circle against Model today.
They did. And once again, they're great pitchers, and you got fielders behind you, but they didn't really need them a whole lot today. They couldn't hit the ball. How many times they hit in the outfield? Not very many. So, good job on the pitching staff and the catching staff.
So, Lady Jackets with 13 hits. They do get 4 walks as well. They score 13 runs as when they're doing that. And, when you're hitting the ball, you get 13 hits in a game. You go, I believe it was 13 of 23 for a 565 average. And that's just going to drive that 351 season average on up a little bit more.
Yeah, that's good hitting right there.
But Emily Lovelace faced 8 batters. She threw 35 pitches, 21 for strikes. She only gave up the 1 hit to the former Lady Jacket and Hannah Reynolds in the second inning. And but no runs come across as Emily had 5 strikeouts. She did hit 1 batter and then left those 2 runners on base. Carly Graham come in for 2 innings, faced 14 strikes, and did not allow a hit, did walk 1 batter, struck out 1 batter, and left that 1 runner stranded. So no runs given up by the Lady Jackets, and also no errors made for the Lady Jackets as well. And in contrast, the Lady Blue Devils made 5 errors. But you know what? Some of those errors were hard hit balls.
Yes, they were, and they just scooted right past the glove. So. The Old Jackets, they're onto something here. Don't need to worry about the record. They need to keep playing ball the way they've been playing and keep getting better.
So we'll be right back here at Lady Jacket softball field Thursday at 5:30 as Chattooga comes in, and they're one of the other undefeated teams in the region. Going into today, I believe they had only played 1 region game. They did have 1 today, but I believe they had Coosa. And we saw last week as the Lady Jackets defeated them 20-0. So Chattooga probably will not have to use their number 1. And I think Steve just wanted to get Carly and Emily a little bit of work after they pitched on Saturday, had Sunday off. They practiced yesterday, but really all they did yesterday was work on their hitting. So he got them a little bit worked in game action today, and they're going to be ready to roll Thursday as Chattooga comes in.
Yeah, there's nothing like game live action to see where you're at and what you need to work on.
So, and after that, our next game here on WZOT will be next Tuesday as Gordon Central comes in. And once again, if things play out a lot like they did last year, Gordon Central, Model, and Coosa are going to be some of those games where you're going to see a lot of your younger players get a chance to get in and play. But we've got to look out for the other 4. As we saw right here, our Murchie gave Rockmart all they could handle, and as they won 2-0. And then Dade County's always going to be tough. Chattooga's going to be tough, and Pepperell's going to be pretty good. As Pepperell, after we beat our Murchie 2-0, Pepperell turned around and beat them 9-1.
Wow!
So
we just got to come in with our A game, and I think we'll be fine.
So. Well, for Jeff Sharp, Robert Torline, Lady Jackets win 13-0 against Model, 4-0 in region, 9-0 on the year. Our time is up. We thank you for yours.
You have been listening to all the action of Rockmart High School girls softball here on WZOT 101.9 FM, 1220 AM, sponsored by John Purser Allstate, Mary Miller Insurance, and the Nathan Dean Agency. Be sure to catch the action of all of Rockmart High School sports here on WZOT.